Alright, Facebook. How you doing, Facebook? How you doing, Facebook? Alright, you know I'm not.
To renew my mind and start fighting. Now won't lie, it was frightening, but I survived. That choice got me to where I am today. If you think things always went my way, listen close to what I gotta say. All the days when not a thing went right, all the pain, all the sleepless nights. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'm a warrior. I'm blessed because I got fight when life try to take my mind. I'll only anything take my mind. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'll never give up. I'm blessed because I got faith. I got to see all the sleepless nights, all the sacrifices, the choice between he and me and their heaven lights, all the knockdowns, knockbacks, and failed tries. They don't see the wounds as scars because they're internalized. They think I'm blessed and think that everything went right. They just see the end results and think I'm alright because I always smile, but they ain't seen the grind. I work so hard that overtime is just normal time. When you lose it all and then still lose again, it builds a different kind of fight inside. It builds a different kind of drive, different kind of fight, different kind of fire, different kind of desire, a different kind of light. But I'm blessed because I've got fight. I wasn't handing nothing. The callus on my hand shows you I ain't bluffing. I'm like the time, you can't stop me for nothing. It's a marathon and I just keep on running. All the days when not a thing went right, all the pain, all the sleepless nights. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'm a warrior. I'm blessed because I got fight when life try to take my mind. I'll only anything take my mind. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'll never give up. I'm blessed because I got fight.
That's my blessing. Not that I was handed my dreams, but that I had enough fight in me, that I had enough belief in me to go after my dream, that I had the courage to keep going, to push through the pain, to rise through the darkness, and to tell my story on the other side. My story. My blessed story.
All the days when not a thing went right, all the pain, all the sleepless nights. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'm a warrior. I'm blessed because I got fight when life try to take my mind. I'll only anything take my mind. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'll never give up. I'm blessed because I got fight.
Alrighty. We got the Zoom going on. We also have the Facebook, YouTube, Pinecrest, LinkedIn. I lost all my other little stuff on the spot. There we go.
That's because I got fight. That's because I got fight. That's because I got fight. All the days when not a thing went right. All the pain, all the sleepless nights. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'm a warrior. I'm blessed because I got fight. When failure tried to take my mind, I wouldn't let failure take my life. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I never give up. I'm blessed because I got fight. Broken in pain, lonely, battered, and bruised, always the same day.
I want to let you
Nothing
know
new
they
or unusual, seems like
hunting
nothing's
things down on
changed. It's
some
always
things that
the
we
same.
showed them about the UCC, and if things are
Would you like to
pretty
discover
well
the
inside of all
secret
that,
place
so
on
it's pretty
Facebook where all the
interesting to,
high-ticket,
really
affluent,
get
high-net
that the power of it. And I really love it.
Listen up, we
Once they
are
experience it, they're gonna
hiring.
really
So
like
if
it
you are
more
a
so.
salesperson,
Then
you're
there's
not making
also
at
an
least
affidavit being
$15,000 to
worked with it, so that's
$25,000 a
pretty
month
cool as
in
well.
net commission.
So I just want to let you guys know that there's a lot of great things happening for people. But and on top of that,
Shout out to my hustlers out there. Stay down. Sundown to sun up. We up. Yeah.
I've got that staying power, that second wind, that digging deep, that never giving in, that leaning on yourself when there's no one around, that rising from the ashes when they count you out. Life can't keep me down, even gravity struggles to keep me around. I'll never wave the flag, I'll never throw the towel. I survived so many tests and trials, my fire still burns.
alright, Zoom people, I need to
I
actually
might
have
have failed
you
1,000 times, but I'm not giving
text me
up.
your Zoom
I
box
might have
there
missed
that
1,000
next
times,
year.
but I'm still aiming
Music
up.
or myself.
I work late, I stay in the fight, I do extra rounds, I do overtime, I go for what's mine. I kept my goals on my brain, stayed in the game. name while the doubters all faded away. There was no way, so I made it. There was no path, so I paved it. I built the road to greatness. This is my second power. I got persistence. A quitter never wins. I stay consistent. This is my staying power. I'll outlast anyone. I'll outwork everyone. I'm always number one. This is my staying power. I go for what's mine. I can't do anything. It's all in my mind. This is my staying power. Work fatal for. They may win a battle. They'll never win my war. This is my staying power. Persistence, commitment, I live it. Discipline, not giving in, no quitting. No matter how long it takes, I'll go the distance. Failure ain't failure. There's a difference. Sometimes I have to slow down, sometimes I take a break. But I ain't broken, I just need time to recalibrate. I'm just waiting on that second wind to kick in. Get my mind straight, and then we go again.
Greatness takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So I keep
Remember that, folks. Rome was not built in a day.
Sometimes it feels like hell, but I stayed in the game. It feels strange to be the last one that remains. Most people quit. Success ain't always instant or immediate. But I felt from within. I knew I could win. Deep down, I never worried. The pain, the misery, struggle made a better. Still, I stayed in power. I got persistence. A quitter never wins. I stay consistent. This is my staying power. I'll outlast anyone. I'll outwork everyone. I'm always number one. This is my staying power. I go for what's mine. I can't do anything. It's all in the mind. This is my staying power. Worth fighting for. They may win a battle. They'll never win my war. This is my staying power.
Can't keep us down.
This is my staying power.
Not now, not never. Stay in power.
All righty, folks. Good evening. Good to see all of you on Sunday. This week's been a real crazy week, and there's a lot of things going on inside the world of building corporate credit, and then also on the money connector situation. That's really good. Also, another thing is that there's some other opportunities that are coming our way. So, well, that said is this. Good evening. All right. First of all, I want to say good evening, hi to all of you, and I want to make sure that you all understand a couple of things before we get going. Corporate Credit Blueprints is here for you to make sure that you build your business. We're also here for you so you can go ahead and make a difference inside of what you're up to doing. If you're really up to building your business credit, all you have to really do is give us a call. You can call us at 877-491-4252. You can call us at 877, this is another one too, 877-819-0891. Or you can call us at 888-471-4252. Or you can call us at 877-819-0891. 877-819-0891. The reason why we have to get more lines is because things are really beginning to move, and yeah, because people who are complaining, it's always busy. Well, all right, so we unbusied it. So now you can call 877-819-0891. You can give that a call as well. All right. Now, also another thing, what I want to let you guys know is this. Tonight, what I'm going to go over is a basics about building your business credit, but also some other stuff inside of that, which will allow you to, will give you an opportunity. See, here's the thing. A lot of you complain about there's no opportunities. No opportunities in what? Compared to what? What is it that you're looking for that you want a magic wand to have it happen? Some of you have been working in big home businesses and you haven't made jack. You haven't even made a penny. You can't even show it. You can show $1, but that's about it. But eventually when it hits, it hits. But some of you have been doing the big home business. I'm talking all the way back since 2018, and things haven't gone well for you. Then you had the COVID. Stuff happened to people inside the COVID. All I want to make you aware is this. You can do your research on finding out stuff that I've said to you. I even showed you the research regarding how it is for um, the divisions. That Pfizer company really showed you what we've been teaching since way back in the early 90s. As early as 1990, 91. All I want to let you know is a lot of you out there have a lot of credit, but yet you don't even know what to do with it. You don't even want to learn how to do divisions because here's what we do. We always give you a sample company to use first before you do your own. Because you will make a mistake if we don't do it for you. And the reason why I want you to use another company that we have, our divisions, to show you how the card actually works and gets to you, and it never goes anywhere. So if you mess it up, it's all right if you do, because we know how to clean it up really quick. So that's why we're willing to let you use ours to experiment by doing your first one. That's the big thing. Doing your first one that way and getting it done. Once you get it done that way, you go, oh, okay. And then as you get your divisions in and get rolling, then you can go, okay, great. We'll tell you, do exactly what happened here or don't do what happened there. We give you the opportunity to go ahead and make the mistake or filling out the paperwork weird or whatever's going to happen. So they tell you no. See, whenever they tell you no, it's not them that's not them that's saying no. It's because what you did on your end, you gave them incorrect information. I was told once by my IT guy, very sharp guy, very sharp. He told me, anytime that anything usually goes wrong with the computer when you're trying to do things and add or whatever you want to do, it's usually human error first. You have to go back and retrace to see what you did to find out, oh, and I tell you what, there was a lot of times that I messed up the computer and he'd go, what did you do? I didn't do anything. It just happened. Nothing just happens. And nobody wants to admit that as a human being. It takes something on a human being end to have something happen. Period. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. You're not little kids, so you're not going to get in trouble anymore. When someone says, what did you do? Just say the truth. I really don't know, but what I did is this, this, and this. Oh, okay, great. That's not going to work. Oh, okay. Or I might laugh. You didn't do that. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. We'll fix that up. See, all I want to really let you know is that here at Corporate Credit Blueprints, here's the thing. In the beginning, you won't make so much, if you want to say a mistake, because you're like in the beginning stages. It's really not that hard. It isn't. As you start advancing or get into advanced area and you haven't played in that field, you always are always in doubting Thomas mode, and that's what's going to kill you. That will kill your business than anything quick. Again, I tell you, get Bezos' his book, and biography and read it. Get Einstein's book and read it. They tell you, get the book Think and Grow Rich. Get the Richest Man in Babylon. If you don't get the other thing, if you read the Bible even tells you, don't think and don't go to the past because you're going to end up recreating it again. You've got to leave everything alone. This is the reason why we let you make the mistake with us so we can catch it. Or if you do make it all the way through, it's not going to affect your business. It's just going to affect the division that we let you use. We don't care. See, we're willing to let you make a mistake with our divisions than with your own. Because when you make it, we want you to win. And a lot of you are very stubborn people out there, and you really think, oh, really? Then why do you hire us? Some of you, why did you even hire us if you want to do it your way? Because if doing your way how's that working for you? In fact, how is your thinking working for you? By thinking the way you think. How does that work for you? Yeah, I get it. Some of you are out there banging. In fact, when I was doing the consulting project I had with the demolition company, man, that's why I got back into remembrance what it is I committed myself to something, and I committed to a particular hour and time to be there. And I'm telling you, I said, man, I really got the empathy for the guys that are working and building a business. I really get it. But at the same time, that's why you hire us. as your coach to go ahead and tell you. And if you want to act stubborn, you can. That's perfectly fine. But that's on you. It's not on us. We're not going to go ahead and try to bump heads with you. You want to play stubborn? Well, we're gentlemen, and we'll just graciously just move aside, and we'll say, okay, great. When you get done, let us know, and then we'll come back. Here's the thing. If you want to doubt, that's on you. You're going to mess your whole self up by what you do. And it's that simple in business. And I'm just telling you straight truth. Go look it up. Go read every book that tells you. Vincent Norman Peale. Go look at that book. Every book that you look at always relates back to the Word or to the Bible if you want to look at it in one way, fashion, or another. If you want to get motivated, that's cool. We're not here to motivate you. Forget it. Go to Tony Robbins and get motivated. We're here to implement the action that you've learned and get to the fact, here's what you get to learn. You get to learn about many different things in the business, especially in the higher echelons. You're going to start to learn a lot of power that you really do have as being in business, which means being in business as how we relate to you as the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. That's how we teach. That's how I teach you. That's how we behave with you. That's how we teach you as, and it will educate you along the way. See, and there's nothing wrong with you being, you want to say stubborn, but that's where the progress gets held off at. And usually people get stubborn because, well, I never heard of it, so how do I know if it works? Or I've heard of it before, but I've never seen it done. Well, I'm going to tell you what. Did anybody ever hear what Bezel did before Bezel did it? No. See, this is the reason, this is the difference between coming on board with something that the team itself has way over at least 78 years because we have other people together. Because when you put people together, you can count those years. You know, we've been in the ditch. We've been where it's down to zero. We've been to, oh my God, you know, where's the next credit line going to come from? Or how am I going to go ahead and balance your credit line? Then people worry about interest rates. Why do you worry about interest rates? Man, I know some of you don't like Donald Trump, but still go read, get the information that he uses that works in his business. It works for you at a different scale. Some of you don't think, you don't even, I'm going to use the word deserve. Then I'm going to say you don't think it works. Call yourself a good CPA, because we're not here to be your CPA. We do what our CPA tells us and we share it with you. We're not here to be your attorney. Take anything that you learn, ask an attorney, and some attorneys won't even know about some things, but it's your job to be educated to find out what about it. Also, another thing, your job is when you, for instance, a resolution. You get a resolution from us. If you want, take it to an attorney. A real basic resolution will cost you about $175. You take the basic resolution that we give you for your corporation, have your attorney review you, it'll cost you about $175 for an hour worth of his time, or if he'll rewrite it, or he'll give it his blessing. It'll just tell you, it's real simple and to the point. Just follow it. Whatever you do, whenever you give an attorney something that you want validity on, you ask them to give them you a letter of an opinion. As long as you don't go outside that box of his letter of opinion, you're going to be okay if anything ever comes against you, because of the fact his letter said, well, they stay within this box, we're going to be okay. That's it. That's why I tell you what's so powerful about the corporation is that as long as you don't commit any fraud or knock anybody off, you will never have any problems. I'm going to let you know that you have some of you have the most powerful business in the world, which is the corporation. And the LLC is just temporary. And some of the people who try to teach you, you know, use LLCs as a holding company. I'm going to go over this a little later on in here as well. But the thing is, I'm going to just spit out there the pros and cons. And again, what I've told you about an attorney, we'll put it up there again. I'm going to have to find that link again and see if I can find the link. Then I'll do the link also with the divisions to show you what that one attorney did say. He did say that he slices through the LLC like bread and butter. But there's a time and place for it. Right now, if you're not making over $500,000 in your business, if you have $1 million in business credit, that's cool. I said making over $500,000, then you're going to want to begin to start, maybe I need to switch a little bit. or you're going to do any kind of real estate. There's a whole other conversation inside of that. But I just want to let you know tonight, break out your pen, break out your pad, break out your pencils, whatever you got to do, and get ready to go ahead and make sure that you know what it is to go ahead and be inside of your business world. One thing I want to let you know is, let's see here. The reason I got stalled, I just wanted to go ahead and, all right, there we go. Now, so you get to see live stuff. I'm typing to the IT guy because I see something you guys don't see. So, and also what I'm doing is giving him some information. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, Mr. Tech, I sent you an email. I sent you a chat message. Just let me know if you can go ahead and do that or not. All right. All right. So now, what I want to let you know, there's a lot of stuff going on that it's just going outrageous. All right. So cool. Thank you for the beginning. This is the intro. Let's get on going. And then, all right, let's move to the next thing here. I wanted just to let you know at Corporate Credit Blueprints is that this is what I talked about earlier to you again. We're here for you so you can grow, so you can make your money. Now remember, a lot of things, and depending what you're going to do, will always show up in what you do. What we do today, in fact, even what I talk about today, in 90 days from now, it'll show up for you if you start doing something today, or tomorrow morning, or to the next day. Each day you waste is another 90 days. People, they really don't get that. But again, if you read all those books I just told you about in the beginning, even go to one of them. Again, remember, do you think anyone even believed in Steve Jobs when they were laughing at him talking computer? What are you talking about? Bezos, people didn't believe you could put stuff on this and gather it together and sell it out there. See, these are the things you've got to, for yourself, you might want to begin to look at what is it between the difference between them and you. It's because they dream. When you're able to dream, the dream is a forecast of what's coming up. So if your dream is about, oh, woe is me, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, that's going to show up. I don't care. In fact, there's some people that actually did some loans for themselves in the business. They didn't have 2 nickels to polish to their name, and it just came in time for them. You know, $1,800 will pull some people out of a rat hole. So I just want to really let you know there's a lot of exciting stuff going on that makes a difference. So I just want to really let you know that one of the things that you're working towards building your business, this is what we're here for you to do. We're here to be your coach. We're here to go ahead and say, this is what you need. This is what you want to do. Okay, cool. So here's this thing. In the beginning, there's your business. Your business is the one that you create and put in a box. Now, you put it in a box by how, number one, is how you think about it. A lot of you think you know everything about everything. There's nothing wrong with that. But you might want to check it against reality of what you really know. Here's one of the things that really goes on. You want to look at this. See, if something's, and everything in life, no matter what you do, when you're building your business credit, when you're starting a business, everything's first 90 days is from scratch. I don't care who you are. It takes 90 days to get things going. Then it takes another 90 days to get things going. But the more you get going, the more you start spinning the wheel, things begin to start going. And then people, what they do is they go out and start listening to other people. They start talking to other people. Then they start, in other words, you cannot take two different doctrines and when you're building business credit and mix it together, it's not going to work. It'll confuse you. Some of you will believe what someone else says when something's already working for you, and then you're going to believe what they say, or you might try to joke about it, but it still hurts you because you say it. We don't say it. We'll never say anything to you like, oh, well, you can't get no this, or you can't do that. In fact, whatever you want to do, It's probably already been done, or else you never would have thought about it. Or someone else is thinking about it. Hey, think about this. Is again, if you read Embezzle, I'm not going to spoil the book. I'll give you this. If you read Embezzle's biography about him, there is people that already were working on what he was working on. But he perfected it. He didn't quit. Some of them kind of gave up. Some kind of changed and slowed up. But he didn't stop. He had other competitors he was going against, but he didn't give up. Don't you think, that's what I'm saying. You've got to understand, when you start in the beginning, this is when you're going to need your enthusiasm. In fact, I even told you, well, I have it up on the board. It says the cost of success: late nights, early mornings, very few friends, being misunderstood, feeling overwhelmed, questioning your sanity, being your own cheerleader. But guess what? Never, never, never give up. Never. Even if you're working the hours, crazy hours, and you're doing well, that's temporary. But a lot of you do that thinking it's forever. You've got to understand, it will bust open, but you just got to, as the old saying is, you got to keep the faith in the midst of the storm. Anyone can be faithful when things are going good. Oh yeah, I'm all excited. Can you be excited when things slow down? Usually what slows down is because you slow down. Nobody else has slowed down. Same thing with for myself. I have the same thing. What I'm telling you is the same thing coaches ask me. What is your why? What is your why every day? Why you're doing what you're doing? And it's not because I'm trying to pay bills. If that's the case, everyone's trying to pay bills. So what? In fact, you could go back to listen to some other people's stories. Who's that comedian on that? Oh God, I forgot his name. But he's a comedian. He has where they, oh my God, not The Price is Right, but oh my God, I forgot his name. But he's really cool. He's really great. Oh, hey Keith, help me out here. I forgot the guy's name. But he's a great person. He really is. And one thing about him, if you listen to his story, he'll tell you he lived in a car. He's a comedian. He's a comedian, and he's really good. And it's like not The Price is Right, but where they, survey says, and then they say something, and then makes the noise, and then they have to hit the button real fast. So what I'm saying with him, if you read his story, when you figure it out, and when I figure it out, the thing is you want to begin to understand is that Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, thank you very much. Steve Harvey. Man, that guy has the most powerful book. Steve Harvey is awesome. He is just really doing really great stuff. Steve Harvey, when you listen to him, he tells you that if you quit, that makes a difference. He didn't quit. He was living in his car before he became a comedian. He made $50 at his first gig that he did. And he was crying about it because he says, God, I know it. I know I can be the comedian. But he never gave up. He never quit. And like he said, I heard him speak the other day. He said, you know what? I don't care what kind of, if you're working a job, he says, that's fine. But one day you got to jump. If you're working a job, if you work trying to build your business, you don't quit. You don't say, I'm working a job just to pay bills. Because guess what? Don't you think it was he? And he said, I had bills. I quit my job. And who cares about the credit? Because my credit now is great. Because you're going to have bills no matter what. But the thing is that if you're going to keep it going, it's up to you. You can't quit in the middle of the storm. Because usually when you quit, you're about ready to make the turn. Because what it happens is that if you really want it, you'll keep going and you'll keep plugging along. And if you have people that are coaching you to get you there, that's what you should be excited about, because at least you got people that believe in you. In you. Why? Because people see something in you that you don't see, because you're too busy being in life and letting life get a hold of you. Let me get back to what it is to be in business. When you first start out your business, you get an EIN number. It doesn't mean you have established credit. Remember that when you get an EIN, tax ID number, you does not mean you have established credit. It just means you have an EIN number. You get a Dun & Bradstreet number. Hooray! It doesn't mean that you have business credit. See, if you go to the bank or the retailer, you try to get credit, guess what? They're going to laugh at you because there's nothing reporting on your business. Just like when you first started out. Try to get a car loan. Guess what happened? They wouldn't give you one. They wouldn't give you one because of the fact is, guess why? Because of the fact that you personally have no credit. Now, another thing is this. If you have good personal credit and you have like in the 800s, 700s, I highly suggest never to go ahead and personal guarantee any vendor credit. Never personal guarantee any vendor credit. I say if it's really worth it to you and the person that you're working with can actually look you in the eye and tell you, if you do this, you're on the hook for at least 18 to 24 months. That's if they take you to the places that will let you get out of the personal guarantee that you signed for the business, to where eventually within 24 months, if you build the corporation or your business credit to the right level, that they will let you off the hook and put it just on the business alone. Which cards are they? Guess what? Not going to tell you. Guess what? Does your people know? I have no idea. I would tell you, don't do it then. But if they do it, I would tell you. I would tell you, you're going to be on the hook for 18 to 24 months. You're going to be wearing that red X across your chest and your back, just like the British did when they came over here to go ahead and fight to take away the freedom that people were fighting for. Now, and I would tell you, if you want, here's where we're going to send you to. These will allow you to take it off. And they'll say, and then this is where people say, well, how you know? Let's see. I'm just pulling straw out of a hat. I'm just hoping. Come on. How do I know? Because I know the cards that do it. And it's too bad. Because you don't know it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And if you don't know it, tough luck. We do. That's why we suggest it. And if you don't like how we teach you, we don't always give you the information because you'll mess it up. Oh, I'm going to call them now and see what... Nah, that's why we don't give it to you. Because guess what? And if you don't like it, too bad. Because guess what? That's what coaches are for. They tell you, do this, do this, do this. Make up, got to keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing it. Ah, there we go. Boom, then you get it. Then we know you know it for life. See, a lot of people sometimes, well, how come we can't just know right now? Because there's nothing you can do with it until you do it. Then when you do it, oh, well, how come it take so long? 18 to 24 months. I laugh too. What? Take so long? Cool. Do it on your own. Then you tell me how long it'll take you. You guys got to understand something. As human beings, we're funny. I get it. I did the same thing. That's why I'm able to laugh at it. Because the thing is, as human beings, we're funny. A lot of you cannot, you can't even tolerate walking in the unknown, knowing that someone's going to guide you through it. You think you have to know all the steps. Those are the ones that never go anywhere. They're always complaining. They're always blaming other people. They're always pointing the finger. Well, they didn't tell me, so that's why I didn't want to do it. Man, this whole world is an unknown basis. But yet, you'll drive down a highway road that has just a double yellow line with cars going this way and you're going that way, and you really believe that someone's not going to cross that yellow line and hit you. Tell me that's not driving by faith. And a lot of you have no idea that that's what you're practicing. And that's what I laugh at, because I did it too. So I guess I can laugh. That's why I can be abrasive, because I already know what I've already been through. And your words that you're saying is nothing new. Nothing new on this planet can be said. Someone is getting $350,000. How did they really get it? Personal guarantee it? Did the credit line really have a lot to do with it? Because the fact is, if you got $350,000, there's two ways. Your business is strong enough, and they won't require tax returns because of your score, the history, and other stuff. Or you personal guaranteed it, and your credit and your business mixed together allows you to get the credit lines without X, Y, and Z. So, with that said, there's a couple more I'm not going to go ahead and go over. So building your business credit the right way is what we teach you. Building it the right way is what we teach you. The baseline. A lot of you have, you know what's really kind of rubs me wrong? Even some of my own clients that I have. I'm going to say right now, we have, we're doing good. We're in the hundreds, all right? But I have, there's a powerful group that we do have that, and some people in that group, they have like a minimum. I'm going to say a minimum of anywhere between $30,000 to $60,000 in business cards. And they've had them for a little while. And they've done nothing to go ahead and daisy chain them and grow them. But now they want to go ahead and, in fact, one has over $200,000 in cards alone, not credit lines. Credit lines is a little over $350,000. But in cards alone, $200,000. And he's never done anything. And I keep talking about it, talking about it. And he finally reached out this weekend and said, look, man, they want me to guarantee more again. I said, well, that's okay. I said, so what do you like to do? He goes, all right, I'm going to go give it the divisions. It's like I'm asking to do something hard. Come on. It's easy to set up. So now, anyways, we'll be doing that. But then I have other people that are they just mailed the paperwork out. And they're just waiting to get the names back. But even then, we're not going to do it with the names. We're going to still do it with another division so they can get the feel for it, fill out the paperwork, and see what they say, and learn what they're going to say to them and how they say it. Then, if they need anything, he'll put all the corrections in. When he does that with a foreign object, which means a foreign, not his own little baby, if he messes up, he's not going to feel so bad because when he cleans it, then he'll know what he needs to do to clean it up and everything else. And then, because we're going to teach him. So then he'll know what to do with his own without making a mistake. Even though with own, we're not going to leave him on his own because he's in that particular program. We don't leave alone. All right? Now, another thing is this, is when you build your business, you've got to remember this. If it's like this. You cannot go to the bank and try to get a loan unless you get a personal guarantee. I'd say don't do that right away except for special programs that will allow you to get yourself out of a card after a while. Some people have all the cards already they're using and don't even realize they can get out of it. But if they actually called underwriting, they won't know what to ask them. And underwriting will say, well, why do you want to know? And then here's what they'll do. They'll notate your account that you asked. Why do you think they do that? I'm not going to say anymore. So first, you must build your trade lines. This is also known as vendor credit. That's how simple it really is. It is simple, 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 simple. All right. Now, with that said, let's go on to the next slide because I've been tarried on that for a little while. All right. Here's another thing. 7 vendors who will approve you and report. Report who's going to report. Whoever the vendor is. Your job, even though we tell you that the vendor is going to report, when you talk to the vendor, you talk to the vendor and ask the vendor when we tell you who the vendors are in the course, is that now you call them up and ask the vendor, hey, who do you report to? Oh, we report to, Business Experience, Dun & Brad, Equifax, or Dun & Brad only, Business Experience only, and then you write it down. There's some other things you ask them. Then you ask them when. You write down the when. Then you ask them where. See, what do you mean where? Well, there's other places they report to behind the scenes, some of them. Where else do they report to? Where else do you report to? Okay? How? All right? How? What do you mean by how? Like, how do they report? Now how science is a very unusual question. Like, how do you report? Well, what do you mean how do you report? We give all the information to. Oh, okay, great. What information do you give to them? And how do you report it? You want to know how they report it so you know how to go ahead and make your payments. Like, how do they report it? Well, let's say you bought something today, and 2 days later you call up and it's already been invoiced, and you say, I want to pay it now. So how do they report that kind of payment? And then why? Why do you report? See, a lot of you won't even go into these questions because you think it's crazy and dumb. No, it's not. This puts you in the driver's seat so you know for that particular vendor what's going on. When you know these things, you're going to find out a lot that's going to make a difference for your business and your business credit. Why do you report this way? Well, because we report this way, they'll tell you, and then from there, you're going to begin to realize, okay, great. Does every vendor, I'm talking vendor, we're not talking about anything else but vendors right now. It's a whole nother level, whole nother game for these same questions on the other end, which means credit cards. And I mean credit cards like Shell, MasterCard, American Express. All right, so the why. And what? What is it that when you report, what happens on their end? The reason why you want to get this education you're not going to find anywhere in a book. Anywhere in a book. It's not even going to be in the underwriter's book. But when you receive this information, that makes you more powerful, and you can go ahead, you can go ahead and keep looking stuff over and over and over. This whole book has, let me see here. This little book here, I have over 675 different vendors, MasterCard, Visa, American Express. Even if you say they won't do anything for you, how they'll do something for you and how you get around it. Because I'm able to talk to the underwriters, and guess what? They told me and tell me what I need to do. This book right here is at least worth over $5 million because of what's in here. That's why I know, because of those things I ask. I know what to ask by making my mistakes. I've even had some underwriters chew me out. And I said, well, I apologize. I wasn't trying to be, whatever. I said, well, then after, well, okay, hold on a second. Just let me tell you, this is how you want to ask us. Oh, okay. I took notes and I write down who told me. And I asked, I said, you know what? You sound like you're like the head underwriter. And I'm, wow, I'm sorry, I poked you the wrong way. And sometimes, no, I'm the second head, but you know what? It's the same thing, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, when you ask that, because we're kind of, well, what are you trying to do here? So what I want to let you know is that it's very important that you really do this. See, no one wants to do that kind of work. Ask your people that you do business with, that you're building your business credit. Go back and call them and see. Anywhere in their I don't put this in DVD. Everything I do is live on this. And when I record it, I don't give it out even to the students. Take notes, that's it. And I haven't done it on a Zoom yet. And I don't think I ever will, because I've worked too hard for this. This is how I get my clients what they want. And if they're doubting Thomas's, I really don't care. I just kind of tell them, keep quiet. I'm moving on with it. I'm going to do what I need to do to get it done. And how did it get done? Some of you heard me on the phone. This week, I believe I have another Zoom call with someone else to go ahead and call one of their cards, and we're going to go ahead and work with that. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to them and do this and that, and then they're going to find out how they're going to get it added to a division. Also, they also receive some paperwork from some other place. They're going to fill that out, and now one of the things is, see, they want me to fill it out, but no, I'm going to go on Zoom and say, okay, great. Go over the lines. What does this line say? What does this line say? What did this line say? What did this line say? We'll do about an hour, and the line will be ready to go, and we'll pause and we'll go next. See, we want you to go through the experience so you actually have it, so you'll know what else you can't get a hold of us. See, we teach and train you to free you up so you can do things. Then when life comes along, I got stuck on this, and someone owes you money or whatever it is, we got the solution for that too. And it does. When you tie this down the way that we show you, you tie it down through the U.S. And it's just, you can just mucky the water. And on top of that, somewhere one day they're gonna call you all upset because they didn't pay you. Well, so what? Now how do you want to do it? They might come knocking at my door. I don't know about all that, but I highly doubt it. I never had anything. Hey, when they want something, they're going to deliver. They're going to pay you. Trust me. They are going to pay you. Now, so that's what I want to let you know about vendors. It's so important that, again, what do they really teach you? I prepare you for the winter. All right. Now, another thing is you're going to learn about the SS form. The SS form and the Social Security number form. This form is the most important form you're going to ever want to learn. This form will keep you out of trouble. This Social Security will put you into trouble. This is what Social Security, if they can give you lines of credit, build your lines of credit. Build your lines of credit. And if you know people that can go ahead and get rid of inquiries, guess what? Get rid of the inquiries. Do it. Any inquiry, do it. If you have credit cards, verify this first. Verify this first to see if I don't know what I'm talking about. People that do this for a living, I told you that we do it also on the side for not for a living, but an additive, an adjunct to help them catch up the thing. If you have your credit card active for 1 year and you go back and say you want to argue to remove the inquiry from over a year, they cannot shut your card down. Verify that. Third-party verification. Would somebody please out there verify that? After 1 year of use, they cannot shut your card down. But if you do it before that, they'll close it. But after 13, 14 months, you're good. You can go back and argue and get the inquiry off. Please research that. Tell me I'm goofy. All right, you can tell me I'm goofy anyways. It's okay. All right, so never put all your eggs in one basket. When you're doing business, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want your, I'm going to tell you, corporation. Any one of these can be an LLC down here. Any one of those can be an LLC. You do not want to have anything to do with an LLC because they will come back and bite you eventually. When you start hitting the $500,000 mark, okay? If you have it right now, you're not there. If you have $2 million in business credit, no worries. But when you start earning the money, and just remember, borrowed money is not taxable. Borrowed money is not taxable. Remember that. So divisions are very important, and we teach you about also divisions. Even if you don't have a division and you wanted to start a business, some of you folks have not even realized that we give you a business right up front if you're willing to go ahead and learn how to build your business. Now, another thing is this. There's a thing called the line of defense. The line of defense is what we teach you how to keep yourself from getting yourself hemmed up. This is what I'm saying. If you're so desperately have to have an LLC, that's fine. But the LLC is not going to be you. You're not going to be the managing member. That's all I'm going to tell you. But again, each one of these will have their own different tax ID number, and debt follows tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. And remember is that when debt follows tax ID, debt follows Dun & Brad, debt follows business experience, debt follows SPFE, all the other subdomains of reporting agencies. All right, just remember that debt follows the tax ID. You never want to let mother or father, however you want to call this, the big purple square, big purple thing. You don't want to let that ever do any business. All it does is build business credit, and how it gets its income is from its children, and the reason why and the purpose of building divisions. Because divisions can co-sign for divisions, and divisions can co-sign for a parent corporation. A parent corporation can co-sign for a division. A lot of you co-signing, you don't have to, as long as you get your business built properly. Because let me ask you a question. No tax returns for anything up to around $50,000. There's exceptions to the rules, but I'm just going to leave it at 50 for the moment. So $50,000. So let's say you have the red box also doing, again, they have credit that they have up to $50,000 in there. And you have the big old purple one like that, and they have $50,000 in there. So let me ask you, now you go to the middle little blue one, and now the red one's going to co-sign for that one for 50, and the parent's going to co-sign for the middle for 50. Now that middle one can have 100. How can they? No way. Really? Well, come and play. Come and play with us. You'll see. All right. Now, I've told you from a long ago, real estate. Real estate will be one of the areas to start building your wealth. Nope, excuse me, I misspoke. Forgive me. Real estate is one of the areas where you start building your riches. Businesses is where you start building your wealth. There's two distinctions between these two. Two. Real estate will establish you building your riches. And then as you begin to grow, your business, creating business, will begin to build your wealth. Again, if you don't understand that, you must. Do you think Bezos built his riches out of real estate? Really? He built his riches, but not his wealth. Two very distinct animals. Wealth is where you have always residuals coming in no matter what you do. Riches means you're no longer the tail, you're the head, and you have other people working, doing what needs to be done in the organization. But you still have to somewhat be around to some degree. This is what I'm saying, that real estate for people that have nothing can actually start and make millions. Then from there, the millions will allow them to get to the wealth. But you must build the machine. And it takes time to build the machine. It takes a good solid 12 months, but once it happens, it starts rolling. And if you only have one person, then you and another person, and whatever there is, that's tough. The other 8 students that I had in the last course, it was nice because they all had everything they needed. They got, and someone and their VAs they needed, and that makes a big difference because they do all the calls, they set everything up, they do all the contracts, and all you did is close them. So that's one of the things that's really nice. Now, another thing about this is that the 4 points of income. The first point is real estate. I've always said it, and I'll always say it again. Your real estate will build you riches. It won't build you wealth. What builds your wealth is what the real estate gives you the riches into the millions to get you where your business can do the wealth building. Which now the wealth building starts building other people. Brings other people into the business that want to develop and want to go ahead and grow, that want to make a difference inside the organization. They're not here to go ahead and do any of this stuff, okay? They're here to go ahead and make things happen. These people that Bezos surrounded himself with were smarter than him, but he was smart enough to go ahead and bring them in together. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people just don't want to go ahead and have that kind of accountability, because here's the thing. A lot of you really think when you are developing a business that they advertise this all the time. Yeah, be free, don't do this, well, I don't have that. Somebody still has to do some of the work. Whether you give it out or not, whether you have a VA do it, whatever that, a VA is virtual assistant. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. You still cannot do it by yourself. No matter what it is. Even if you have this one time, they tell you, come online, $9.97 or $9 and develop a system that's going to go ahead and develop you this. You don't even have to be there. You can sleep all night. You still have to do something if it's just you. You cannot do it by yourself. And why I say that? Didn't a person build whatever they're offering you supposedly that's going to make you $1 trillion in a day? They had to develop it. Without them, you wouldn't even have a conversation. Whether it works or not, it's another conversation. But I'm saying they developed it to tell you here's what it does. And then you decide to make that investment. And some of you, like I said, you go to make the investment going to school, you've bought. If you have a big enough why you're doing what you're doing, because you know what it can really do, and it's inside you. That's why some of you go to work every day. Because you know eventually it's going to break. It's going to break open. And when it does, you know you can walk away saying, I'm done, thanks. All because you have it inside you knowing that from experience it does work. All of you have a dream. There's no way you can have a dream and not have it. Some of you, the reason why your dreams get killed, you tell the wrong person. You'll tell your family member, they don't have the dream, and they'll shoot it down. Yeah, I even hate to say this, even your loved ones won't believe in you. Even if you have a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, someone, even it takes a real special person. When you tell them your dream, for them to come back and say, you go, I'm behind you, I know you have it in you. That is someone very special, whoever it may be. It could be in your family circle, it could be somebody outside of it, but usually your family members will not cheer you on, and you listen to them, and you believe them. Why are you going to buy what someone's selling you about you when you know who you are? See, that's why we don't treat you that way. Even if you do something goofy, we don't go, hey, well, we don't, no. Hey, that just didn't work, did it? No, okay, great. Let's try this now. That's it. No big deal. Who cares? It's okay. Get over it. Want to cry a little bit? We'll send you some tissue and we'll cry with you and then we'll move on. There's nothing in the world can stop you if only you can stop you. There's nothing that we can do. We can't force you and pull you along. At least you know that we'll cheer you on. The reason I'm pointing to the thing that you don't see. It's on the wall. But anyways, where it says late nights, early mornings, very few friends. You know what? I'm glad that we can either be an associate or even it develops into a friendship where you know you can count on and say, look, man, I'm feeling down. Okay, what are you feeling down about? Well, is that really real? See, most of the stuff you think about, you can't even prove it's real. You think the past is real. The past is not real. It happened. It's over. It's done. Past only survives linguistically through the mouth that you speak. That's it. That's why I say, again, the real estate has been proven time after time after time, years after years after years after years, many years, many years, many years. Real estate begins at the very beginning point with one. Now, you think it's about buying houses at times. That's not it. That's not it either. What I want to let you know is that we have a bulletproof strategy you can apply. But a lot of you get caught up in life. I guarantee you, some of you were good at advertising. You can go ahead and collect names and numbers and turn them over, and we talk to them. And you close them. And we just finish the paperwork for you. To build your business credit and make money as a money connector is huge. And I know this might be a long thing, but I'll be done in a few minutes anyways. So just hang on to your shorts and let's finish up. See, a lot of you, being a pioneer, you have not heard this yet from anyone out there in the business world to help you build your business credit. For those of you that are affiliated, you should have some people underneath you doing just this if that's all they want to do, and then eventually begin to have them come and start building their business credit because they'll have the money. Be a pioneer, and the easy and fast way to be to generate money. Plus, it's an avenue for your business to generate exceedingly an extra income. While you build your business, you can go ahead and generate an extra income. And what does it cost you? We're not even, if you join up to be the money connector, do you realize you get building your business credit, all the basic building live? And you get everything up to the point of where at least you establish your divisions. And if you don't have a business, this could be your business when you start, and we can show you how to start even with just guess what? Just a non-incorporated business for about 6 months or maybe 90 to 120 days, because by then you'll have the money to move up. But you already have your business credit established, and you can move that from the unincorporated to the incorporated or LLC. It's a whole other avenue. And I'm just telling you that if you want the details, you can call us at 877-819-0891 or call us at the cell. Now, that cell number is a hot number. Let me tell you about what I mean by a hot number. That means you're calling us because you know what? It's not that you're interested. You want to know how you're going to get started. Because when they answer the phone, they're going to say, okay, great, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to say, yes, my name is, you'll say, your name is Johnny. Hi, Johnny. So you're looking to get started? And I want to tell you, these guys are pretty brutal because I'm telling you, that's what it is. You say, well, they'll give you, call this number you're thinking about. Boom, then they're done. Because that's the line we're calling if you're dead serious. Because we'll get you rocking and rolling even if you don't know anything about it. Okay? So now, let's build your business credit. All right, as well. Now, the next thing you want to do is this. How to have an income in real estate without ever buying or selling properties. People don't realize that. You don't have, see, that's what I'm talking about. I tell you again, real estate is where it begins the riches. And the riches is where if you have the money to have someone else to lend them the money so they can make money, you make money because they need the money. Do you have to know how it works? No. Are you willing at least to get the basic information to learn to what to go do? Yes. I don't know, but I tell you what, it doesn't cost you anything but your time. And yes, you're going to have to say sometimes, you know, I don't know, but I'll get right back to you. We'll call you back or put us on a three-way conversation. That's cool. All right. So if you want to make, here's another thing. You want to make $100,000 in the next 12 months, you can. This business is very, very good. For a person that knows nothing, you can do this, but you will have to do the work. I can't promise you $100,000, but I know you can make up to $100,000 if you follow the basic programs. That's about 3 loans a month. That's it. That's it. 3 loans a month. And all you have to do is remember, the real estate money is in the highest demand. You don't need a license. You don't have to have great credit. You don't have to have any previous experience. We have the money for you. We have the broker for you. We're here for you. So you broker through us and you get it done. And I'm going to tell you, in class, I can tell you for unemphatically, at this point in time, unless you can, and people try to send me stuff to show me, and I call, and it's not what they say. We do 100% of the purchase price of a rehab. We do 100% of the closing of a rehab or a fix and flip, and we do 100% of the closing cost. I don't mean we're okay, we'll do 100% of the closing cost. You got to come a little bit of the rehab, and then you have to come in with 10% or 15% of the purchase price. No, you don't. So, yes, it's going to require you to learn. Yes, you're going to have to learn how to add. You're going to have to learn how to subtract. You're going to have to learn multiplication, and you're going to learn how to have to divide. Now, if you can use one of these little simple calculators, real simple, then you're going to be just fine. And I don't care if you can't speak to people. You can always send them flyers. It's easy to do. In fact, we have lists and everything with you. We have lists and everything with you. And on top of that, what we have is many things that in fact, even now, we have lists that we will provide for you that you can call and we'll tell you what it's for. Before I didn't have that. Now I'm being swamped. We have more money than I do have deals. Think about that. We're willing to show you, we're willing to provide you the leads. And these are no joke leads. These are no joke-a-locally leads. So one thing I want to let you know, this is where you build how to make an income, learn and earn without any money. Which means this. We're not going to ask you to invest anything for yourself. We're not asking anybody to teach you. We're asking you to come to the training. We'll give you what you need. We have training once a week. And then we have questions and answer once a week. So that's twice a week we meet. At an hour maximum, I get off in an hour. So you can count in and out. All right? And then on top of that, we send you the cards that you need to print up. We send you the flyers that you need to print up. And also we go over the information every week. And on top of that, you have a hotline to us to go over the numbers with you. And I'll let you know, okay, great. You submit it now, it's going to take this long. You submit it now, it's going to take this long. So if it's a purchase, it's going to be a whole other thing. If it's a purchase, it's a whole other thing. So what I want to let you know is this. One of the things that I want to let you know is that, in fact, you are supported to make it because we want you to build your business credit with us. At the same time, you get to learn about that and you get to make some money on the side on top of what you're doing. No more than 8 hours a month. Can you do 8 hours a month? 2 hours on a weekend? I'm pretty sure you can do that. All right, the next thing is this, is that what you want to do is learn. Also, if you're able to have the ability to create $5,000 extra in the next 60 days, wouldn't you want to do it? Wouldn't you want to do that? So I just want to say to all of you out there, again, this is why we plan, we have goals, we have strategies, we have everything to go ahead and support you so you can go ahead and make it. And also, guess what? We have some people that are really good at ideas. And this is why I say the 4 points of income is real estate. And it first starts out, either you're going to buy, which you're going to have to spend your money, or you're going to make money by using someone else's money to make the money. And on top of that, when you do, you can use our money to make your money, and so on and so on. And eventually you might find a deal for yourself. You say, you know what? Can I do this? Yes, you can. And we'll explain to you in the course how you can. Every day is a course. You can get done. You do one course with us, I'll be out there the next day. If you were with us on Thursday, you could do it on Friday. It is not hard. This is the reason why we say you're going to learn the line of defense. And eventually, if you don't have a business structure yet, we'll help you get the first thing structured for you with the tax ID number, and we'll show you how to do it. And it can be done simply within a matter of 25 minutes. We just had to think a little bit because I got to figure out doing some time to explain along the road. So, all right. Now, all we want to do is ask you, we just want to repackage your life. We want to package your whole life to see, look at this corporate credit blueprint really does care about me. They want to see that I'm successful. They're willing to go ahead and give me an opportunity to make money by using their money to make money. And it's in real estate where you don't have to buy, sell anything. You don't have to buy and sell real estate. They're coming. You can go to them and say, I have this. And then, like I said, if you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide, there you are. If you can use one of these, you're good to go. This is designed for a 5-year-old. I promise you, a 5-year-old. All I want to remind you, because you're going to be learning how to use the SS form by even doing the business. You're going to learn your social security number. You are never going to ever do anything in there again. So I want to let you know is how to make an income and learn and earn without any money. Now, when I say without any money, we're not charging you. We're having you come, and to get you what? Some business cards made. You can get the really expensive ones. You can even get the ones to print out. And if you don't have a printer, I'm pretty sure you know a friend that has a printer. You just have to buy the Avery stuff and print out the cards. We'll give you the template you need to follow. That's it. That's it. So I just want to let you know again, thank you for being here tonight. Again, look at this and look how serious it is for yourself. All I want to let you know is this. This is one way that you can go ahead and make a difference. Like I said, write this down. Write this down. 888-471-4252, extension 2001. 888-471-4252, extension 2001. Or call 877-819-0891. These are two powerful places. Or go to www.corporatecredit-blueprints.com. Go there and just type in the information that you want to go ahead and be part of this and let us know. All right, folks, I want to say thank you very much for your time tonight. You've been awesome. Thanks for all your wonderful comments. Wow, YouTube just loaded up. Facebook blew up. All right, cool. Probably Zoom. We're not going to be doing Zoom anymore, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, which means October. So we're going to start sending out new links for that. So we'll let you know ahead of time, all right? But until then, keep coming to the Zoom, people that are on Zoom. But I want to say thank you very much for being here. We're looking forward to speaking with you, and we'll see you on the other side. Good night. God bless you all.